There might have been a time that you got hurt. And when you got hurt, you're like, no, I don't want to tell a soul how this happened. I've got to make something up because this is just silly. This is just dumb. And then there's Lizriles. It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio.
I have no shame.
You have to say what happened to you. I mean, okay. I'm sorry that this happened to you. But how it happened, you have to admit. You have to laugh.
It's hilarious. Joey and I went on an impromptu date over the weekend. So Saturday we went, did some shopping, went out to eat, came home. And Charlie, who's our golden doodle, she's 2 years old and she is just always into something. So she had stolen some cookies off the counter that were in a little bag and she ripped the bag up. So I went into the living room and I was picking up, the remnants of the bag. And then I realized she also left me a present.
It was the cookies recycled?
A little bit. They must have hit her wrong. I don't know. So I went and I grabbed some toilet paper and I went to clean up her little present. Mm-hmm. So as I'm coming back.
Call them noogies.
Yeah, nugs. Little nuggies.
Little
right.
Nugs. Yeah.
Little nugs. And so as I was
Hershey Kisses left behind on the ground. Yeah.
There were no Hershey Kisses, let me tell you. So I'm coming back from the living room with my nugs and my toilet paper. And I stepped on one of her toys, which was a ball, and I went flying in the air. Well, when I flew through the air, so did the nugs. And one of said nugs landed on my coffee table.
Ew.
And I twisted my ankle in the process.
On the way down?
Yes. And I'm laying on the ground on my back, laughing, cackling, and yet going, oh, oh, oh.
Oh, no.
It hurts. And
so
Joey goes,
a sprained ankle now. What did Joey do?
Joey came running in and I said, well, clean that up first. Or I kind of threw stuff around the living room.
I wonder if you're going to find something a week later.
No, I've checked and I have cleansed and I have disinfected everything. But I'm nursing a sprained ankle.
I'm so sorry. Okay, so I've been virtual, so I have not been in the office nor in the studio. I'm kind of in my home studio. So I haven't really seen Liz with, you don't have a cast on, but you had like a bandage or something. You wrapped it?
Yeah, we wrapped it yesterday because it was the size of a softball. So we're getting better though.
Good. And you're walking without a crutch?
Oh, yeah. I've got a little limp, but other than that, I'm good.
A little limp. Okay, that's good. Okay, so here's the thing. I know Liz is not alone. You feel her pain. Maybe there was a way that you hurt yourself, probably not quite like Liz. And she called Nugs? Is that what you call it? Your dog did?
Yeah, Nugs.
Okay, so Nugs. So it probably wasn't, Nug-worthy. Hopefully not. It's kind of smelly. But something happened. Maybe we can say the dumbest way you hurt yourself. Yeah. So here's the number. Go ahead and call or text 800-447-7234.
His morning crew.
Texts are coming in. Liz got hurt in a silly way. It happened to do with her dog, something the dog left on the floor and slipping and sliding and all that other stuff. She laughed.
Oh, that sounds bad.
It does, but it happened, right?
It did. Okay. Emily texted and she said, I was 8 and I sprinted through the playground, ran smack into a horizontal metal bar. I clotheslined my face and I shattered my 2 front teeth. They were permanent. All I wanted for Christmas was my 2 front teeth for years.
No.
Oh. Poor baby.
The song was made just for you.
Just for her. Marion said, I had a bottle rocket in my mouth. I guess it hit her in the mouth during a bottle rocket war. Never do that. And I also crushed my nose while jumping on the bed. Only monkeys jump on the bed, Marion.
No, that's a great American pastime, and that happened. Oh, I know. Oh. Here's Sabrina at 800-447-7234. What happened, Sabrina?
Was running we were in like an auditorium, where they have like a gymnasium. And I was running with a sighted guide because I'm blind. And my sighted guide stopped, but I kept on going. And I just ran slap into this wall and broke my nose.
Oh, no.
I'm totally fine, but it was And my teacher was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I came home and my mom was like, you broke your nose. I said, yeah, I sure did.
So you said gym teacher. So was this like high school?
Yes, I think I was like a freshman.
And what a champion you are. You don't let things hold you back. I mean, you don't look at blindness as some kind of disability. I mean,
well, just to put it in perspective, I have a guiding eyes guide dog. I walk every day. He's a yellow lab and he's just a sweetheart. His name is Bruce. And
that's great. Bruce. I love the name Bruce.
It's a great name for a dog.
See, and so Liz's dog is named Charlie.
Yep.
That's like a person's name.
Right.
And I have a dog and her name is Lucy.
Dog names with people or dogs with people names are the best ever.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Can you believe it? I think this is right up Liz's alley because she likes The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And so The Mandalorian, believe it or not, it's just been proven, confirmed. Season 3 is happening. Yes. Now, if you search all over YouTube for it, they just took down the video that said it was going to happen. It was on a Czechoslovakian YouTube channel for Disney Plus. So you wouldn't be able to understand it anyway, but it says season 3 and everything. So the internet is all abuzz of Mandalorian fans because now we know season 3 is going to be made. And they're going to start doing some of it, of course, with the pandemic that's around, taping it. The guy who produces it said, a lot of it's computer generated.
Oh,
so we're going to be able to do a lot of the filming because it's all computer generated before we get to January. So they're starting in the works of producing season number 3 of The Mandalorian.
And they are kind of social distance anyway. The Mandalorian wears a mask. He's not supposed to take it off.
He does.
So at least he, and Baby Yoda can be in a lot of scenes together.
Did you see? Yeah. Like Baby Yoda, the child needs to wear a mask.
Exactly.
And they're not even on this planet anyway, right?
No,
So,
right.
Did you see episode 2 yet?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Episode 3. Did you see episode 3 yet?
It came out on Friday. Yes, I watched it on Friday.
You did.
Yes.
So you saw the 3. Don't spoil, but you saw the 3, and then you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
You didn't see episode 3.
I did see episode 3.
You didn't. You didn't see episode 3.
I most certainly saw episode 3.
Okay. So what
are we going to go over Star Wars?
What happened with the Mandalorian in episode 3?
I can't tell you what happened to the Mandalorian.
She hasn't seen it. That's what.
No.
happened.
Okay. So there are. I don't want to spoil it. He comes in contact with those of his kind.
Okay, she did see it.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, she did see it.
I just didn't want to spoil it.
There's just a little taste in case you haven't seen it yet.
Yes.
But there is a twist. It's a good twist, too.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Okay,
that was terrible.
No, it was okay.
Okay.
You weren't pitchy. You kept the melody and good timing on that.
Oh, good. Okay. I'm not musical at all, so I wouldn't know anything of what you're speaking of.
Well.
But
you didn't even need a click track. I mean, it worked really well.
Yay!
Yeah.
Okay.
And you probably don't know what a click track is unless you've played on stage and had in your ears, hearing a music director talk to you and keeping people on time.
No, I am just somebody that sings along with the music. That's all I know. But it is beginning to look like Christmas in New York City. You know why?
I'm going to guess there was a tree or something.
Yes, the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree has arrived. Now, it's not lit yet. They've got to string up 35,000 lights. And then there's that Swarovski crystal star that's at the top. It weighs like 600 pounds or something like that. So they've got to get all of that in place. But then they are going to light the tree on December 2nd.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so naive and ignorant. I had no idea that thing was called something special, the star on top of the tree. You said a Slovakian or something like that.
Swarovski crystal. It is a company, the Swarovski company, really, really very expensive crystals. They make jewelry and then they make the star on top of the Christmas tree. So I can't even.
Do you hear that? She's got so much culture in her. I don't even know this kind of trivia.
Look, I know about jewelry. And anything that's blingy and shines doesn't mean I have any of it. I just know about it.
Just know about it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But
incredibly cool.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Had no idea that soon you would have been able to see our very own Lizriles on Disney Plus.
That sounds really cool.
She turned down a part in an upcoming movie on Disney Plus that you may have heard of, because it's all over the news about Ray McGatherby.
Yeah.
His story is going to be portrayed on Disney Plus. And if you don't remember him, number 9 for the Clemson Tigers back in 2006, something happened with his mom and he had to, so short of the story, it's all over the news, so I'm not spoiling anything. You might know the story already yourself, especially if you're a Clemson Tiger fan. But he wound up adopting his 11-year-old brother.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, and so the team helped out. I mean, it was all against the odds. It's one of those against the odds. You're coming up as an underdog, and a beautiful story. I mean, Ray is an amazing man and an amazing student, great football player too. And so Liz turned down a part to be in the movie. We could have seen her on Disney Plus.
So I put in to be an extra on the movie, and they did a call back, to come in and be one of the extras or whatever. But I had just started here at His Radio, and it was going to film until late in the night, and we get up super early. So I was like, I really want to be part of it, but I can't.
Yeah, I know.
They were very disappointed.
So they also didn't have, what was it, the green M&Ms picked out in your dressing room. So you have it was a part of your rider. I understand if you don't like the green M&Ms, but that's
was in the contract, You got to do your part too.
Mornings with Rob and Liz.
If you like the sky and you like to swim, wait to hear about this. It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on His Radio.
It's going to be opening in England very soon. It is the first ever sky pool. Now, let me put this thing in perspective. 82 feet long. It's a clear pool that's being erected between 2 buildings.
Oh, no way.
Yes. Connected by 2 buildings. It's not 10, 20, even 50 feet off the ground. It's 112 feet off the ground.
Awesome.
So as you're, here's the thing, as you're walking, down on the street, you look up and you see people swimming, which is kind of weird. But if you're in the pool, you can see people walking below you. That's the freaky part to me.
That is just cool. You'll have to have a mask on, I guess, to really see.
I would think so.
And looking down, but my.
Would you do it?
Oh, yeah.
I would too.
I would so be in that. Oh, man. I want to go.
They have a restaurant that's connected to it, like a bakery and a restaurant and all this stuff, but cool place to just kind of hang out, but definitely to swim.
Man. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm hooked.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
You have to hear this. Liz is great at voices. She can impersonate just about anybody. Let's hear Rocky say, "Yo, Adrian."
Yo, Adrian. I'm terrible at impressions.
Give it more oomph. Come on.
Okay, hold on. I have to get my face right. Yo, Adrian. See, that's terrible.
She had the face down.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I mean, the closest I can get is yo, Adrian.
See, that was good.
Well,
that's the thing. I don't need to enunciate.
So Rocky, or rather Sylvester Stallone, he has an idea for Thanksgiving, and he's encouraging people like you and me to really switch it up this Thanksgiving. I mean, pandemic and all, he understands.
Yeah.
Here's his thought about Thanksgiving. Switch it up. Chicago-style pizza and hot dogs.
You know what? That's not a bad thing. Now, as long as we have the dressing on the side, I'm down with that.
Well, that would be A1 sauce or ketchup or mustard or whatever you like on your hot dogs.
Yeah. Slaw.
And you know what? I think my wife and my sons, they both use ranch dressing for their pizza. They dip it in ranch dressing. I don't know if you do that.
Yeah, Luke does that. He always has to have a little saucer, a tiny little saucer full of ranch. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah. So, okay. So there you go. You've really cheapened down Thanksgiving. It's the Chicago style pizza, a side of ranch, and then you have your hot dogs and, all the trimmings that go along with hot dogs. Maybe chili, maybe sauerkraut.
Is Sylvester Stallone now the food guru that we turn to for these things? Like, why?
You know what? Why not? It's 2020. You got to turn to somebody for this stuff.
Everything's turned upside down. Sure, I'll go to Sylvester Stallone for my recipes.
His Morning Crew.
Before the land of online shopping, there's this thing called Black Friday. I know you're familiar with the term, but now with online, it's like, why wake up? Why stand in a long line? Why try to get into a store? And of course, it's completely different this year because of, 2020. It's Rob and Liz, His Morning Crew on His Radio.
But if you do like to do some Black Friday shopping and you're okay with doing it at home, there is a company called Coupon Lawn. They are looking for a shopping expert to go on a 1-hour, $8,000 online shopping spree on Black Friday.
I don't have that kind of dime.
No, they will give you that dime. So they give you the money. Then you also get to keep everything that you purchase.
What's the catch?
There's a couple of stipulations. I wouldn't even necessarily call them a catch. You have to use, no, not really, not for me. You have to use coupons, which I would use anyway. You have to keep a diary, kind of a blog, if you will, like a video blog, a vlog of everything that you spend, everything that you do, all the stores that you go to, and your experience. You got to be 18 years old. I mean, there's a couple of other things, but it wasn't anything crazy that I saw. So you can,
taxes, I bet.
Probably got to pay the taxes on that. But to get $8,000 in cash and $8,000 worth of merchandise, I'm okay with paying the taxes.
I'll just take the 8,000.
You don't want the stuff?
No, I want to buy my
it?
own stuff. I'll just spread it out throughout the year.
Well, if you want to be part of it, because I would love to do this, I think it'd be so much fun. You have to upload a video of yourself talking about it and put together a 300-word essay. that may be your catch,
Too much work.